I'm trying to snowboard at all the ski resorts on the East Coast, and I keep hearing over and over again how many people love riding at Blue Mountain in Pennsylvania. So I decided to go there myself and see why so many people talk so highly of it. Now I review each ski resort on 5 key aspects, rating them from 0 to 20, then adding up all the scores at the end to give a total score out of 100 to help you decide if visiting this mountain is worth your time and money. Let's start by taking a look at the most important aspect of this ski resort for many, the mountain's terrain. Blue Mountain Ski Resort offers the highest vertical drop in Pennsylvania of 1,082 feet, 40 ski and snowboard trails, and 171 acres of skiable terrain. And they do have the highest amount of vert in Pennsylvania technically, but it's closer than they want you to think. In fact, it's only 10 more vertical feet than Blue Knob Ski Resort, and both Elk Mountain and Montage Mountain have 1,000 feet of vertical too. Blue Mountain does have the most, but I've always said that anything 1,000 feet or more is pretty decent, especially in Pennsylvania. And the 40 slopes are divided up as having 15 green, 4 blue, 12 black, 4 double black, 7 parks, and 2 marked graded areas. Right away you'll notice that only 4 blue trails sounds odd with 40 total trails. But their blue runs are each about a mile in length, and they provide some nice cruising terrain and act as a nice progression up from the green slopes as well. I do want to point out that having 4 double black slopes is a rare thing for ski resorts in Pennsylvania. Now these double blacks aren't going to be similar to others further north or out west, but they are guaranteed to be steep and potentially icy, so don't underestimate them. Blue Mountain does a great job of providing a good variety of terrain difficulty for all skill levels, and they even labeled 2 graded areas on their map. However, it is the East Coast, and the snow conditions can get pretty icy at a moment's notice. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know I enjoy exploring the tree runs, but today at Blue, all the glades were completely iced over, making the glades more treacherous than fun. But it's still nice that they have them, unlike a lot of other mountains in the Mid-Atlantic region. Blue Mountain also has all its skiable terrain open for night skiing, so its 16 miles of total trails can be explored day or night depending on your preference, and the longest run here is about 1 mile. Even though this mountain has the highest vertical drop in Pennsylvania, its summit elevation is only at 1,600 feet, and the best time for natural snowfall is between December and March. This ski resort was voted the best in PA for après-ski, so that only adds to this mountain's popularity. But its annual average snowfall is only 39 inches, so you might not see a lot of natural snowfall here, but Blue does have a solid snowmaking operation. This mountain tends to be one of the earlier mountains in the Mid-Atlantic region to open up for the season, and one of the last mountains to close. The terrain difficulty is divided up as having 46% for beginners, 11% for intermediates, and 43% for advanced riders, offering a solid amount of varying terrain for all ability levels. The terrain at Blue Mountain scores a 17 out of 20 for these reasons, but does seem to be a little short-sighted with its intermediate terrain. Next, let's look at how the mountain layout is at Blue. Is it easy or complicated to navigate? For starters, they list having 15 lifts, but since 3 are only for their tubing runs, it's realistically 12 lifts, with 2 high-speed sixers, 1 high-speed quad, 1 triple, 1 double, and 7 surface lifts. And for most riders, they'll stay on one of the 3 high-speed lifts that go from the summit to the base. And it's worth pointing out that Blue Mountain is the only ski resort in Pennsylvania with 3 high-speed lifts. So you can kiss those longer chair lifts in the cold goodbye. And when looking up its trail conditions online, you can easily see which trails are marked open on this page here, only adding to the convenience. One aspect I really enjoyed about Blue's layout is the ability to park at the lodge at the summit, here on the map, or at its main base area as well. Not only will this help spread out the parking congestion, but it also lets you more easily decide where you want to start on the mountain. I chose to start my day at the Summit Lodge, and the trail layout allows you to ride mostly green trails or black trails down to its base, allowing for a safer learning area. The layout at Blue Mountain scores a 17 out of 20 because it's overall good, but but still only has its Comet Quad taking riders up to the highest part of the mountain. Now let's take a look at the lodging offered at this ski resort. How easy is it to stay here? Well, even with its popularity and having a summit and base lodge, there's not a lot of lodging at this mountain. When you look at the resort's website and click on the lodging option, it really only recommends using nearby hotels and Airbnb rentals, which is fine, but doesn't offer anything slopeside. There is a bigger city of Allentown, Pennsylvania, about 30 minutes away to provide you with options to stay and some amenities as well. And having a short drive to the slopes isn't that bad. So lodging scores an 11 out of 20. Because we'd all like to see something at the mountain to be slopeside so you didn't have to drive to the resort in the morning. And let's not forget to talk about how much it'll cost you to come ride here. And I want to start off by pointing out that Blue Mountain is on the Icon Pass. So Icon Pass holders can ride as many times as they want for free, but Icon ski resorts tend to be more expensive for daily lift tickets in my experience. But I was pleasantly surprised seeing some really low lift ticket costs here, even starting as low as $48 for a 4-hour morning ticket. Anytime you can ski or snowboard for under $50, it's really good. I'll list all the lift ticket options and prices here for you, but just know that prices can change based on demand. So book your ticket early to avoid this. Also, Blue Mountain offers discounted lift tickets for military and veterans. You just have to log into GovX on their website. So the cost scores a 19 out of 20 because being able to ride for under $50 is where I'd like to see all the ski resorts at. And lastly, what makes Blue Mountain unique? This ski resort is well-rounded with a solid amount of expert terrain, including 4 double black diamond slopes to test your abilities on. But I couldn't find the exact reason why it's so popular. It must just be a combination of providing a fun mountain experience from its terrain and its high-speed lifts that keep people coming back. Because all any of us really want is to get our turns in and have fun on the mountain, right? The Uniqueness gets a 15 out of 20. And if you've ridden here, let me know in the comments what you think makes Blue Mountain stand out. Alright, so after Blue Mountain Ski Resort's full review, it scores a 79 out of 100. What do you think of my review? Did you agree with it or not? What mountain do you want to see me review next? Let me know in the comments. But if you're looking for another awesome ski resort in Pennsylvania that's a true hidden gem, then you don't want to miss this next video right here.
That's a fun one.